Several Republican U.S. senators, including Indiana Senator Mike Braun, want to update TV parental guidelines when it comes to LGBTQ plus characters on television.
They argue that parents are raising concerns on sexual orientation and gender identity content on children's TV shows. Karen Campbell joins us now in studio to break it down. And Karen, some say Braun and other Republicans are kind of overreaching on this issue. What did you learn today?
Yeah, well, the Indiana Democratic Party, they quickly responded saying that they feel that Senator Mike Braun is in fact overreaching, and he's trying to, quote, police what's displayed on television in terms of LGBTQ plus for people out there. So TV parental guidelines, they were created more than 25 years ago and gave parents more information about the content and age appropriateness of programming. So in a two-page letter, 5 Republican senators are suggesting a similar rating for programming that contains LGBTQ characters or content. They argue, quote, topics of a sexual nature have become aggressively politicized and promoted in children's programming. They also call it, quote, harmful to children. The Indiana Democratic Party released a statement reading in part, Mike Braun sure seems to care a lot about other people's love lives, from telling LGBTQ Hoosiers how they should act to believing that interracial marriages should be voided. Indy Pride also released a statement to 13 News. They say that parents have the ability to choose what programming is appropriate, and they are monitoring the discussion surrounding this rating system. They also told us, quote, our goal is to continue on this path to ensure the diversity of our communities is reflected in all facets of our lives. Now, the senators want a response to their request from the TV Parental Guidelines Monitoring Board by May the 18th. Felicia.
LGBTQ plus representation in kids media has made great strides. In the 80s and 90s, kids shows and movies featured queer-coded villains. That means while the character's sexuality isn't confirmed, they're recognizable through the use of stereotypes to the audience. Notable examples are Ursula from The Little Mermaid, who was modeled after the drag queen Divine, and him from the Powerpuff Girls. But activists have spoken out saying that LGBTQ representation shouldn't be synonymous with villains. It wasn't until 2018 that the show Steven Universe featured both the first LGBTQ proposal and wedding in a kids animated TV show. Creator Rebecca Sugar, who uses they/them pronouns, said the show could be canceled because of their LGBTQ relationships. PBS didn't feature an LGBTQ couple until 2019 when Mr. Ratburn and his husband Patrick got married on Arthur. And Sesame Street introduced its first gay couple in a Pride Month episode just last year. So we literally just had this conversation yesterday because we're talking about representation, and remember the Gerber baby that had the limb difference. Right. And so, I mean, to be able to see yourself in what we're watching in the platforms that are presented to us, it's just so important. And as we know, not all families look the same, so you want to see that.
No, and you don't want to see one group or one characteristic be characterized as villains or people that are not included. You know, when you see that in media, when you see that in storylines,
the messaging is subliminal.
That's right, and that's how do you internalize that, and how does it impact how you view yourself and your role in this world?
It's going to be a topic that we continue to cover here on the news.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, like many LGBTQ organizations out there, they said there already are parental concerns out there, so they're just going to keep following this, and hopefully we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
I'm glad it's a conversation.
Yeah, that no doubt will continue.